exact, that's the munter knot right there. In case, oh, I dropped it, but I can still rappel with just that knot. And it doesn't chop the rope because it's constantly moving to a different section of the rope. So even though it's rope friction over rope, it's still going to have grab me that meter. So this would be considered, there you go. Weird, but better the further away you keep your hands. Like somebody just decided that they were no longer safe where they were at. That's it. Nice and steady. You can be a little further apart. Theoretically, yeah. Lay your butt down a little bit more. There you go. That's a really good position. You can't really swing forward. You ever play this game? Nope. So, how high are you away from the keel? Where are you going to be able to get to? So go ahead and come out and try to...
So can I, by any means necessary?
Right. So Crystal's going to try to find a way to get in there. Now, how delicate do you have to be if that thing's sitting up in the crotch of a couple of trees?
Not do what that was?
So Eric was still zipped up and we found him like this.
That's exactly how mine was.
And that's how Ilya was. So Ilya wasn't, it didn't help you hold the car up. Right? So, he's not getting to anything in that scenario. So what can you do? Now if Crystal was a little higher over the ground, you'd see that she'd probably be able to rock up. Can you rock up? Okay. And then you're going to be able to reach up and maybe find up here your hang strap.
That ain't happening with that hand.
Right? So can she get to a position? There we go. So now what she's got to be able to do is get herself into a position where she can put something either through her secondary or her primary above where she's hanging from. Right? Which, she get into the keel?
No.
Not when that thing is pushed that far away from her, right? Now this simulator, that hang strap's a little far, it's a really big control frame. So her control frame is going to be a little bit farther. But oftentimes you can't even get up to the keel to do what you got to do. So where are you got to be building your anchor? And that not only is safe enough to put a loop on, but also I'm going to be able to get out. The old adage, if you can't tie a knot, tie a lot, right? In this case, what we're going to do is get yourself a pretty good loop. I would say an arm's length right here. Make yourself a loop in this case. And then what you're going to do is, this would be an overhand knot, right, where I'd come through and just pass it back up through. That would work in a pinch, but it's not the ideal way of doing it. The ideal way of doing it is what we call a figure 8 knot. So a figure 8 is you make the twist, but you make a half a twist again and come up through. So if you look at it, it sort of looks like a figure 8. And that's the preferred knot to put at the end of a rope if you're going to pass that up to somebody, right? What you wouldn't want to do trying to send this up to Ilya would be something like, there's the messenger line, and I'm trying to like, get the messenger line and I'm like trying to tie it together in some sort of configuration or that. That doesn't usually work so well, all right? So what we would prefer that you did was send somebody up the pre-tied figure 8 with a beaner on it, and then another little figure 8 in whatever messenger line they send down to you, hooked into there. That way it's not 2 ropes tied together, it's 2 ropes with a quick release. That way you get up there, they just unhook it from the messenger line or even leave it on the messenger line for a minute so that we don't drop it or lose it. So now you got the beaner, you got everything that you need to hook into your existing system, right? And then run up to Ilya, okay? So now what Ilya needs to figure out how to do is how the heck am I going to get to my upper anchor if he has one, which I was nice enough to establish for him.
I guess I can hang on.
Well, once again, what if you don't have that? So do you have what you need to rock up with in just hanging, free hanging? Can you do it? Can you get all zen?
I mean, I can't rock up. I'd have to just, I have to hang on to something.
Okay, so was unzipping the right thing to do?
This is probably
You get your legs up and try to, you don't really have to, but if you try to like sit, basically, kick your shoulders up as you get your legs out.
that's an interesting scenario.
Your bro. Is that a bro? That's a bro, right? Man bro.
And you get out.
Eric. I found that line.
There goes my labrum just popped out, and I have a dislocated shoulder now in the tree.
Even if you only had like 40 feet of rope, that's going to get you on a lot.
And assuming he's not injured.
Well, yeah, and I, once again, any of this motion is like rocking the shit out of that glider up there in the tree, right? Where's Bart? I like Bart.
Now a little. I can climb up it.
Okay, well that's cheating, right?
Yeah, no problem.
Take the bar back away from it. Well,
This is a fucking problem.
well, it's a Houdini thing, right? I bet there's a technique. Right next to Crystal, the black and white strap. You pulled that out of your harness.
Okay.
Okay? Now you go up to your carabiner. I know you've reached your carabiner already once. So just go up and clip that straight into your carabiner for a second. So you're going to have to unscrew your gate and just clip one end of that loop. Just one end of the loop. I think he is.
How about a girth hitch through
Well, we're working on something here.
it? A girth hitch?
Yeah, maybe a girth hitch through it. So roll right through your beaner. Go down, slide it through itself. Now go down. Oh.
You had it through itself.
Down. Now, can you get your foot on that thing?
I got the ground's too close, but yeah, I could. And yeah. Now I'm in there.
It's going up. It's going up. And remember, you want to hook that into your beaner right now. Delia, hook that right into your existing carabiner. Your hang point. There you go. And then pass the other, just pass this now up to your beaner.
Yeah, somehow I built this, right? To make so that this, I don't ever want to be in a situation like this. It's hard enough with the
Don't scratch near the trees now.
Yeah.
Right? And if you're going to crash, hit the ground. Hit the tree. Okay, so go back. Now you're going to go back into some sort of scenario where you're going to have to now sort of take some weight off the gun, right? So that you're not dropping.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, go ahead.
That's this thing.
Remember the terminology you're going to want to be screaming down?
Fucking underlay, fuck shit. So I gotta somehow grab onto some weight, right? And then now I'm getting loaded up.
Whoever needs to get up, or if we need to get up to get your glider, the rescuer just comes in and clips in. Okay? Then the crew, Bill and I, we haul Ilya right up into the tree. It'll work. Go ahead, hold, and you'll be able to see how easy it is for you to lift yourself. Like, go here. Just try to pull on that line.
Nice.
Right?
stood up off the seat.
What's this red and yellow thing do?
No.
Cool.
That's good for somebody, but not me.
So a nice way of getting him back, him up there quickly, and then him still having the energy to do it.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, our wind is still picking right now. And it's 5 o'clock. It's not exactly what we're
Back out of there.
conditions, so